Glad you could join us on KWVT. John Piper, Zach Louie, Tag, and Zach. Nice job there by the Marine Color Guard. And when you look at this field here, a lot of rain this week, but it's in pretty good condition. And these two teams have scored a lot of points this year, so we're looking forward to maybe a high-scoring ball game for Sheridan, coming off maybe the biggest victory in many years as they defeated Dayton for the first time in 37 years last week. And I talked with the Sheridan coach and said, well, that was a pretty emotional ball game. Does he have any concerns about the team coming over here and taking on Willamina tonight? He said that game gave him some confidence, so they are looking forward to tonight's ball game. Big game in the West Valley League here. The winner likely to be the number 2 seed in the playoffs, so this is a big game, and of course these are longtime rivals. They're only a few miles apart.
Yeah, like you said, Sheridan coming in with some confidence after a big win over a league rival in Dayton, coming into this game after a 26-13 win. So yeah, a matchup for a classic matchup here in the 3A Valley League.
And for the Willamina Bulldogs, they had a little ceremony we didn't see on camera where they introduced the seniors, and this is their final appearance here for the seniors, unless of course they go into the playoffs, which it looks likely that they will. Amity on top of the West Valley League with a perfect record. They're taking on Dayton tonight. So this is a big ball game, though, looking maybe at the number 2 and 3 seeds, which can make the difference between having a home game and a road game.
And number 42 kicks off for Sheridan. And Sheridan did a good job of getting down the field very quick on that pooch kick. And they do come up with the ball, so an onside kick to start the game, and it pays off for Sheridan.
Sheridan in the white uniforms now, and that's exactly the kind of start you want to have if you're the Spartans.
Patrick Mitchell, number 12, came up with the recovery for Sheridan. Mitchell, a senior running back, so part of the good hands team, and it paid off there on the first kickoff of the game.
Brock Ingram, the quarterback, the coach's son, hands the ball off. Big yardage right away. And that is number 33, Bo Bradford.
Bradford with a nice run right on a first down. Picked up 7 yards on the first down carry.
Ball at the 35-yard line again. Sheridan coming up with a recovery on the opening kickoff. Handoff up the middle again for Bradford. And we can expect to see Ingram put the ball in the air here eventually, but so far the running game working pretty well. Ingram coming off a game last week against Dayton, had 3 touchdown passes by air and 1 on the ground. So a super game for him, and he'd like to continue that here against their arch rivals, the Willamina Bulldogs.
Yeah, 2 good quarterbacks in this game tonight, and that'll bring up 3rd down and short. Ball on the 34-yard line.
And the handoff goes to number 12, Patrick Mitchell.
Mitchell, the player who fell on the ball on that first kickoff of the game to recover the ball for Sheridan, and he does pick up, oh no, they will call him just short. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. First big play of the game for either team, only 10 minutes, 22 seconds into the game, and it's a 4th down and 1 from the 34-yard line. And Ingram slips,
And it looks like he might have enough yardage, but obviously that was not what he intended. And again, there's been a lot of rain here, and that field could be slick. We'll see if they give it to him here.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, John. It has been raining all week here, and they do pick up the first down, but Ingram slipped, lost his footing.
So Sheridan picks up the first down, now has the ball on the 34-yard line. Opening drive here.
And they come out in a 4-receiver set. One running back in the backfield.
Ingram will put up the first pass. Good protection. He gets complete.
And he hits his receiver right in the middle of the field. That's number 12, Mitchell.
Patrick Mitchell, and that was a nicely thrown ball. Last week, Ingram 27 for 44 passing with 381 yards and 3 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions. So his coach, the dad, not too happy about that part, but they came up with that win, as we mentioned, first time in 37 years over Dayton. So I think he'll let a few of those interceptions go.
A 17-yard pass to Mitchell on that last play from Ingram.
Ingram, pass is too high.
Number 81, his intended receiver.
That is Trey Hale Edmerson.
And so it'll be second down, 10 yards to go, ball on the 11-yard line, so they can pick up a first down without scoring.
Penalty flag down.
False start on the offense.
So a 5-yard penalty will set Sheridan back here for the false start.
And it'll remain second down, so second down and long.
Ingram being chased, and he's going to pull it down and run with it. Ingram, and he's into the end zone. So Brock Ingram didn't have anybody open, saw that whole right side of the field open up. He just took it down himself.
And a nice run by the quarterback being chased. It was actually number 10 for Willamina that got into the backfield. That's B.J. Wilson creating the pressure, and he is the Willamina quarterback. But just couldn't make it to the quarterback Ingram, and he escapes to the outside for the first score of the game.
Corey Langley will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is no good. But Sheridan on the board first, our score with 9 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sheridan 6, Willamina nothing. We'll be back right after this. So Sheridan recovers the opening kickoff, takes it down the field, the touchdown by the quarterback, Brock Ingram. Makes it a 6-0 ball game with 9 minutes, 24 seconds to go.
And remember, that all started with an onside kickoff, actually more like a pooch kick, and Sheridan did a good job of getting down the field in a hurry and recovering that kick. So I think Willamina is going to be a little bit more prepared this time, and the same style of kick.
And let's see who got it. Sheridan says they've got it.
And the referee signaled they do. So a surprising start to this game. 2 kickoffs from Sheridan, 2 onside kicks, and 2 recoveries.
And Sheridan will have the football on the 40-yard line. And the crowd here at Willamina not too happy with how their team has not responded.
Ingram lines up with 4 receivers wide, but he hands off.
And a nice gain there for number 33, Bo Bradford.
Bradford picking up a first down.
And as we mentioned, this is a big ball game for both these teams. And so far, it's been Sheridan that has taken advantage of recovering those 2 onside kicks.
Nice run by Bradford there on first down, picking up about 15 yards.
Ingram is going to keep it. Cuts back inside. And a host of tacklers for Willamina take him down after a short gain.
Nice run on first down, picking up 5 yards for Ingram.
Second down, 5 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line now. And again, if you're just joining us, Sheridan recovered 2 onside kicks. First time scored on a 15-yard scamper by the quarterback, Brock Ingram, and driving again now. Ingram back to pass, and he is going down.
That's number 9 with the sack, J.J. Flynn, and number 77, Michael Carey. So a good job by this Willamina defense, stepping it up and getting a sack there on second down. And that's going to make it third down and long.
And that's exactly what Willamina needed here. They have to have their defense stop this Sheridan drive, and the extra pressure there results in the sack and a huge loss.
Yeah, 15-yard loss there. So it'll be third down and 20. Ball on the 45-yard line.
And the receiver fell down.
It was intended for number 12 out there, Patrick Mitchell.
And Mitchell fell down just as the quarterback Ingram threw the ball, so there was no chance for a connection on that play, and Sheridan's going to have to punt it away. And for Willamina, a huge victory, shutting down the Sheridan offense and getting the ball back. Willamina has not yet had an offensive play.
And I think this Willamina defense is happy not to see that kickoff team. And it's number 20 back there to receive, but this ball is going to bounce out of bounds.
So a pretty good punt there with a nice roll for Sheridan, and Willamina will finally get a chance to go on offense. And quarterback for Willamina is B.J. Wilson, an outstanding offensive and defensive player, Mr. Everything for this team, and he'll be glad to finally get his hands on the football.
Yeah, Wilson really does it on both sides of the ball. The leading tackler for this Willamina team, coming into this game with 102 tackles on the year, averaging 14.5 per game. So not only does he get it done in the quarterback position, but he also gets it done on the defensive side of the ball.
First pass of the game, a little bit too far.
Intended for Flynn.
J.J. Flynn, 6'1", 185-pound senior. And Wilson, a 6 foot, 160-pound senior, also outstanding baseball player. And if we look at this league, Zach, this is a tough league, the West Valley League. 4 teams ranked in the top 10 in 3A. With Amity, Willamina, Sheridan, and Dayton. So this is a tough league, a very competitive league. Amity probably has that number 1 spot, but 2 and 3, this game could decide it.
And a handoff. Some room.
Breaking away.
Number 26, Kenna Cumberland.
Cumberland cuts back. He's finally brought down, but a huge gain.
Started with the ball on the 20-yard line. Took it all the way down to the 25-yard line. So a 55-yard run by Cumberland.
And he was a first-team All-League selection on offense last year. Quarterback keeper.
And he pitched the ball at the end of that play there. Dangerous pitch, but it worked out in their favor. They picked up even more yards at the end of that run. Pitched it to number 20.
It's Brady Bruckner.
And Bruckner took it close to that first down marker. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 off that 9-yard carry.
Ball at the 12-yard line, and Willamina, nice response here by their offense. The big play by Cumberland.
Yeah, they're driving and in a hurry.
Wilson keeps again, penalty flag down, and I'm sure that one is going to come back.
A nice run by B.J. Wilson. 12-yard touchdown run, but you're probably right. And it's going to be a legal motion on the offense. And so a costly penalty for Willamina. It's going to negate that touchdown.
Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So the touchdown negated by the penalty.
And so it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 17-yard line. They say 2nd down and 5.
Wilson keeps it again. And Bo Bradford making the tackle for Sheridan.
Wilson not picking much up on that 2nd down run. So it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Wilson back to pass. It's complete, but they're going to be short. Gets it out to number 20, Brady Bruckner.
Bruckner taken down by number 81 for Sheridan. Trey Hale Edmerson.
So 4th down and 4 now, and I'm sure that's 4-down territory.
Yeah, 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ball on the 17-yard line. They need to get it to the 13 to pick up the first down.
Ball is fumbled, and Sheridan has it. It's recovered by number 40, Kyle Welchel. And a problem with the exchange between the quarterback and the running back, and Welchel right on the spot. Sheridan turns away Willamina and will have another opportunity now to add to its 6-point advantage with 5 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, rare mistake by quarterback B.J. Wilson there. And so Sheridan will take over on their 3rd drive of the game thus far, all in this first quarter.
Handoff up the middle. Goes to Bradford.
Bradford picked up 5 yards on that first down carry.
Bradford again.
Bradford for about 3 yards.
Picked up a couple more there.
Brings up 3rd down, 2 yards to go.
3rd down, 2 to go now for Sheridan.
And we've seen a few throws here, but I'd expect to see another run right up the middle. However, the quarterback does line up in shotgun, and Ingram is going to take it to the outside.
And Ingram will not get the first down.
Number 56 on the tackle for Willamina. That's Chris Orozco. And so that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like we have an official timeout. I'm not quite sure why here. They're going to measure here. I didn't think he was that close.
Yeah, looks short from up here.
And I guess it's our angle is not good because I thought that was definitely short. And he does get the first down, so Sheridan will continue with its drive with 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go.
Nice job by quarterback Brock Ingram picking up the first down there.
Ingram back to pass. And he's got a receiver. Almost got away out there. And that was number 12, Patrick Mitchell.
Mitchell again with the reception, picking up a first down. So we've had 2 complete passes from the Sheridan offense tonight, both going to Patrick Mitchell.
First down, 10 to go, ball on the 47-yard line. Sheridan driving again.
And Ingram lines up with 4 receivers wide.
That pass overthrown and incomplete. Looking, I think, for number 81, Trey Hale Edmerson.
And so after that incompletion, it'll bring up 2nd down.
Second down, 10 to go. Brock Ingram coming off a big game last week. Back to pass again. Incomplete.
81, almost with the one-handed grab over there on the sidelines.
That's Trey Hale Edmerson again.
Just couldn't bring in the pass, and so that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Hale Edmerson, 6'7". That is a nice target out there.
Yeah, a big wide receiver.
So 3rd down and 10 now. Sheridan needing to pick up that first down here to keep this drive going.
And they come out in a 4-receiver set.
And is it complete? No.
Incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down here in the backfield, and I saw number 10, BJ Wilson, for this Willamina defense come in and hit the quarterback, and I believe it's going to be roughing the passer or a late hit by number 10, BJ Wilson. Got in there and just couldn't put on the brakes.
So Willamina really hurting itself with errors and penalties.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. Automatic first down, 15-yard penalty.
And you would think number 10, BJ Wilson, being a quarterback himself, would know how much time you have to give the quarterback after he gets rid of the ball. And it was obviously a late hit there, coming in just a little bit too late. And a costly penalty will give Sheridan a first down.
Ball on the 38-yard line now, and the drive continues. Ingram back to pass, gets it out to Bradford. Nice play out there, though. That was B.J. Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson with a nice open field tackle. Bradford coming out of the backfield for the reception.
And Wilson, an all-state defensive back and kicker last year.
Yeah, really leads this Willamina defense from that defensive back position. And so it'll be 2nd down and 8. They picked up 2 yards on that last pass.
Ingram back to pass. Goes deep again. He's got Edmondson out there. And he came up with a football. Touchdown. What a catch by Trey Hale Edmerson. And what a throw.
38 yards to Trey Hale Edmerson. And I'm wondering if they're going to go for 2 here, make it a 2-score game. And they will.
Ingram rolls out, throws it away, it's intercepted.
And that's number 9, J.J. Flynn for the defense coming up with the pick.
So Sheridan gets it in the end zone, but the 2-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful. Our score, Sheridan 12, Willamina nothing. We'll be back right after this. So Sheridan with 2 scores here, a 12-0 advantage, unsuccessful on the extra points though, but they have really done a nice job. The last one coming on that long touchdown pass from Brock Ingram to Trey Hale Edmerson, and a great catch down there.
And this is almost the most dangerous part of the game so far for this Willamina offense, and that's the quarterback, B.J. Wilson, who's got some room on the outside, gets a block by number 9, J.J. Flynn, still on his feet. And a penalty flag comes in late, but Flynn with a nice return. And finally, Willamina comes up with the kickoff, and you know that's not who Sheridan wanted to see get the ball. B.J. Flynn, this go-to guy on the Willamina offense. And B.J. Wilson doing a great job.
But let's see what the penalty is. It's going to be against Willamina. So they'll lose a little bit of that yardage, but at least they caught the football.
Yeah, and good thing for them, the penalty flag is down the field.
On the run back, blocking in the back on the receivers, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
And if you can, not much good about a penalty, but the one positive is the penalty flag came in at the end of that play. So the 10 yards would be marked off from where Flynn was finally taken down. And so Willamina, will have great starting field position.
Willamina will start on the 30-yard line.
That is the dangerous part of the onside kick. You not only give your opponent great field position, but if they get any type of return like we saw there. And so Wilson lines up, 2 receivers wide, 2 running backs in the backfield. And both sides jumped there. Let's see who they're going to call it on.
I'm betting it's on the offense.
Yeah, it usually does get called on the offense.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty.
So again, Willamina having problems with the penalties. They had that great run back by B.J. Wilson. Then they had a penalty on the run back. Now they have the problem with the offensive line getting a head start. So 1st down and 15, ball at the 35-yard line for Willamina.
And Sheridan playing real close to this line. They have a lot of men blitzing, and that's number 20 with the carry.
Brady Bruckner.
The Sheridan defense bringing 9 up in the box. So they're really keying off on that run there.
Second down, 10 to go now. Ball back on the 30-yard line.
Looks like they're playing a 4-3 defense, but they're bringing everybody up close to the line.
Wilson loses the football, has to fall on it. And for Willamina, this has to be very, very frustrating. They've had a number of problems handling the football. This time Wilson got on it, but obviously that's not the direction that Willamina wants to go.
Yeah, a few penalties and a few plays with lost yardage, and it brings up a 3rd and 13 from the 33-yard line. So Willamina not moving the ball the direction they would like. Just 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter, being down 2 scores, 12-0 on their home field. And Wilson lines up for this 3rd down.
Wilson almost intercepted down there, trying to get it to J.J. Flynn. And again, they had a collision in the backfield between the quarterback and the running back. So something just not in sync here for Willamina tonight.
Yeah, and they are in a difficult position on the field here. I'm not sure if we're going to see them go for it on this 4th down. It's going to be a long 4th down and 13. But so deep into Sheridan's territory, I'm not sure they can punt here. And so they will go for it. Wilson lines up with 4 receivers wide. 1 man in the backfield.
The pass complete to Flynn. And Flynn, did he lose the football?
It looks like he did. I think he was trying to create some something special there. He was well short of the 1st down.
So Sheridan will take possession of the football, and for Willamina, they've been able to move the ball, but unfortunately the errors and the penalties have cost them, and they're unable to pick up the 1st down. So it will be Sheridan football, and Sheridan has shown that they can move the football with some excellent passing and also some good running. So Sheridan really came to play here tonight.
Yeah, their 4th possession of this first quarter. So this offense keeping the defense on the field a lot of this first quarter.
Ingram back to pass. Goes deep again.
And hit.
He was out of bounds, but again, out there, that's number 81, Trey Hill Edmerson. And how do you cover a guy that's 6'7"?
Yeah, they have number 26, Kenna Cumberland, out there, a 5'9", 175-pound running back. So yeah, you're right. Edmondson, almost a full foot advantage on the defender.
And Ingram throwing some nice balls tonight. And again, when you've got a guy out there like that, you can throw it up in the air, and you figure if anybody's going to catch it, it will be him. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line, 10 seconds to go, first quarter.
And Ingram comes out with 4 receivers wide, 1 man in motion, and the man in motion crossed the line, it looked like, before the play was started.
Prior to the snap infraction on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So neither team immune to those kind of penalties that just drive coaches crazy. You'd think by this late in the season you wouldn't have those penalties.
Yeah, with just 9 seconds to go, it's going to be second down and 15 after that 5-yard penalty. Ball on the 19-yard line. And again, Sheridan lines up with 4 receivers wide.
Penalty flag down.
And a nice job by number 9 getting in the backfield, but Ingram escapes.
Ingram gets it downfield.
Ooh, and a nice hit by number 5.
That was intended down there for Brendan Bittner.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the penalty is back here.
And Devin Caven came in and delivered a nice blow to knock that ball free.
And I'm guessing this is going to be on the offense.
Yeah, penalty flag thrown rather early in the play.
Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
And so 2 straight penalty flags on the Sheridan offense. I'm not sure if they're going to end the quarter on a penalty, and they are.
So that's the end of the first quarter.
Penalty was declined. That's the quarter.
The first quarter ends on that penalty, which was declined. And a score after 1, Sheridan 12, Willamina nothing. We'll be back with a second quarter right after this. Sheridan leading Willamina as we get ready to start the second quarter. Our score, Sheridan 12, Willamina nothing. And Zach, again, this late in the season, both coaches have to be frustrated with the number of procedural penalties on their teams. And for Willamina, also trouble hanging onto the football and having the quarterback, running back exchanges. They've had a number of drops, and Sheridan has taken advantage.
Yeah, they really have. And this special teams team coming in for Sheridan really doing their job, doing a nice job of getting 2 onside recoveries to start off this game, and both of those led to scores. So a nice job of the special teams team for Sheridan, stepping it up and putting their team with the advantage.
3rd down and 15 for Sheridan, ball on the 19-yard line. And
again, another penalty, this time before even the snap.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down. Yeah, you did.
And I was hoping they had left all that behind in the first quarter, but obviously not. So the teams really need to concentrate. No reason to have these kind of penalties this late in the season.
Yeah, you know, Sheridan's coach Bryce Ingram's pulling his hair out over there on the sidelines. 3 straight penalties, and it makes it 3rd down and 20.
And the ball is dropped. It was intended, I think, for number 33 out there, Bo Bradford. And Bradford, hey, he knows that he should have caught that football.
It looked like almost a delayed screen. Bradford snuck out of the backfield, and he was wide open. And it may have been a case of looking down the field, looking at what he was going to do after he had caught the ball.
So Sheridan will have to punt it away now. 4th down and 20 to go.
Number 20 goes back wide for Willamina to return the punt. That's Brady Bruckner.
Short kick, but it turns over. Bruckner scoops it up. And Bruckner with some running room.
Taken down by number 82 on the near sideline. That's Brendan Bittner.
So now Willamina with some excellent field position. They've had good field position in the first quarter, but unable to do anything with it. And now they just need to get the ball into the quarterback's hands and have those linemen wait for the proper snap count, because those penalties really hurt Willamina in that first quarter.
Yeah, they really did, and they coughed up the ball quite a few times, put the ball on the turf.
B.J. Wilson at quarterback. Wilson hands it off to Flynn. Flynn trying to get around the outside. He's not going to get very far.
Picked up a few yards there on 1st down.
Number 5 was out there, Brock Ingram. And at this level of high school football, obviously you're going to see the same guys on offense that play defense most of the time. So you really get a workout here if you're a player at this level.
Yeah, trying to get it out there, get around the corner on that sweep, but Flynn wasn't able to turn up and only picked up 4 yards. Still a nice carry on 1st down.
And got more than I thought he would there, so it is a good start when you can get 4 yards on that 1st down. And that's Bruckner.
I believe that's actually Cumberland.
And I think you're right, Zach.
Number 26, Kenna Cumberland, taking it to the outside and picking up that first down.
First and 10, ball at the 19-yard line. Make it the 15-yard line. And there goes Cumberland.
Number 20.
No, that's number 20 this time. So Brady Bruckner, and they're doing a nice job of mixing up those runners backs. I was completely fooled on that play.
Yeah, me too. I think most of the people in this stadium were thrown off by that play. A well-disguised, well-run play. And that's the first score of the game for Willamina. 10-26 here in the second quarter.
And B.J. Wilson will attempt the extra point for Willamina. Talk about a do-everything guy.
15-yard touchdown by Bruckner on that last play.
And the kick is good. So Willamina finally gets on the scoreboard. Our score with 10:26 to go in the second quarter. Sheridan 12, Willamina 7. We'll be back right after this. Willamina puts together a nice drive to get on the scoreboard, and that beautiful play there had everybody fooled for the touchdown. And then, of course, you've got your kicker there, B.J. Wilson, also your quarterback, also your best defensive back. He takes care of the extra point, so it's only a 5-point margin now with 10 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. And Willamina fans who came out here in big numbers have to be feeling a little bit better after watching that very disappointing first quarter.
Yeah, and they marched down the field in a hurry, doing really whatever they wanted on the offensive side of the ball. And that's actually what we expected coming into this game, a high-powered Willamina offense. But before that drive, just wasn't able to get anything going, putting the ball on the grass quite a few times and some costly penalties.
And a short kick, and the tallest man on the field comes up with a ball. That is Trey Hale Edmerson.
Yeah, we had mentioned some of Wilson's defensive stats earlier in the game, some of his offensive stats. He came into tonight with 984 passing yards, averaging over 140 yards per game, coming into tonight with 14 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, and came in also with 44 carries with 510 yards, so averaging over 11 yards per carry. Huge average for a runner.
First down, 10 to go, ball on the 34-yard line, pitch out.
And a nice job by Wilson getting in the backfield and cutting down the runner before he could get much going.
So that makes it second down and 12, and the good news, Zach, is we didn't have a penalty.
Yeah, and Wilson also coming in with 6 touchdowns on the ground. So B.J. Wilson, the go-to player on both sides of the ball for this Willamina team. And it looked like number 33 on the carry again for Sheridan. That's Bo Bradford.
And we've got a player down here.
And I believe that is Bradford, the running back, who is still down. And Bradford is moving down there. May have just got the wind knocked out of him. He's sitting up now. Yeah, we had mentioned both of these teams 2 and 3 in league this year. Well put together West Valley League. Tough competition, but both these teams are also in the top 10 of the 3A league in general. So 2 well matched up teams here. And as you mentioned, Amity and Dayton playing tonight also, so this game is going to probably be the deciding factor of the second seed team here.
And while they tend to the injured player, we'll go ahead and take a break. Our score with 9 minutes 31 seconds to go. Sheridan 12 and Willamina 7. We'll be back right after this. So Bo Bradford is helped off the field.
And so it'll be 3rd down and 8. Bradford picked up 4 yards on that last carry.
The pass almost intercepted.
Ingram with all the time in the world, and that was number 9, J.J. Flynn for the defense, breaking up that pass.
And so Sheridan is going to have to punt it again after that 2-score first quarter. They've really been stymied by an inspired defense for the Willamina Bulldogs.
And there we hear the Willamina cheerleaders trying to get their crowd fired up. Their team's getting the ball back, only down 1 score. And they have number 20 back there to receive the punt. That's Brady Bruckner,
Bruckner picks it up. He's got lots of room on the left side. Spin move.
And he runs over a tackler.
Kind of jumped in the air and spun, went right past the tackle, was trying to get him around the legs there. And talk about getting the crowd into the ballgame here. The Willamina fans, I'm sure, have been kind of wondering what was going on in that first quarter. Their team really not playing very well. Now they get the touchdown. Now they get the ball back, and the big punt return by Brady Bruckner.
Yeah, Bruckner, you said it just right. Getting this crowd involved, putting a spin move, and then a hit on number 17, Alex Ludwig, who had come up to make the tackle. And so Wilson will take over with the ball on the 48-yard line. Looks like some confusion, so they had to call a timeout.
Timeout with 9 minutes 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. Our score, Sheridan 12 and Willamina 7. We'll be back right after this. First down, 10 to go for Willamina. Ball on the 48-yard line. They had a little confusion there, as Zach mentioned, so a good idea to take a timeout rather than waste it down.
Yeah, they only had 10 players on the field. And a handoff to number 5, trying to get to the outside on the sweep.
Devin Cavan.
And Cavan did a nice job of picking up the first down.
Cavan at 6'2", 170 pounds, and a senior. And he had a nice little hesitation there waiting for his blockers, and then surged ahead to pick up the first down. And again, Willamina looking to pick up its second score here, putting together what could be a nice drive. As again, if you're just joining us, they gave up 12 points in that first quarter after losing a couple of onside kicks. So Willamina now trying to take control of the ball game here on their home field.
Doing a good job of mixing up who gets the carry.
And we've got movement on the line there. I think this is going to go against the offense.
Yeah, I think you're right, John.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And for head coach Tim France, he's probably not going to like to hear those words very more tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Both these teams having a hard time with the penalty calls.
And for Willamina, that's one of the things that can certainly short-circuit their drive. It makes it a lot tougher. Now first down and 15, ball on the 38.
And the handoff, number 26.
Cumberland with a carry, and he's got lots of running room out there. Gets some of that yardage back.
Big number 81 out there on the defense, Trey Hale Edmerson.
And Willamina having some success when they've gone wide. Now we've got a timeout for Sheridan. So with 8 minutes 21 seconds to go, our score Sheridan 12 and Willamina 7. We'll be back right after this. So Sheridan taking that timeout, it looked like they had some confusion on their side of the ball, and obviously for Sheridan, they had so much success in that first quarter. Now Willamina putting together its second nice drive of the ball game, and very important for the Sheridan defense to all be on the same page here.
Yeah, and also with this drive, Sheridan missed on their first extra point attempt, so on their second touchdown, they went for the 2-point, and that was incomplete as well. So Willamina can go up with this score.
Flynn with the football. Or correction, that was Cavan.
Yeah, Cavan, number 5. Nice job of this Willamina offense of switching up who gets the ball. We've seen 5 different running backs, or 5 different players, excuse me, with the ball, running the ball. So this Willamina offense coming out reminded me a little bit of this Sprague offense we've seen a few times this year.
Third down and 2 to go on the 30-yard line.
Hard to key off on one player when they keep getting the ball in different players' hands. And so they'll line up with 4 receivers. And now they switch it to 2 running backs in the backfield.
Ball is fumbled but picked up by Flynn. Flynn will have the first down and much more. And talk about quick hands. That ball was on the turf. He grabbed it and went ahead.
Yeah, nice job by B.J. Flynn picking it up on what could have been a loss, a broken play, and turning it into some positive yardage.
So the quarterback comes up with the first down gain. First down and 10 to go at the 28-yard line.
$12 yards on that last carry.
Another penalty flag. And they went with Brockner again.
A long snap count by Wilson. And so the referees are discussing it down there.
Dead ball. We have a sideline warning on the home team. Just a warning, no yardage.
Sideline warning. I guess they're too close to the field. So no penalty, but next time that happens, there may be a mark-off against Willamina.
And so it'll be first down and 10, ball on the 16-yard line. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Sheridan still with the lead, 12-7.
Those of you girls in the cheer clinic, they're going to be performing halftime. Please move behind the stadium. Thank you.
Wilson drops back. He's got a man wide open. It's complete for the touchdown.
Number 15, Josh Clemens.
And what a catch out there. The pass was a little bit overthrown, but he came up with a juggling catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice job of keeping his concentration. Ball bounced up in the air 2 or 3 times, but good job of coming down with the catch, and this Willamina crowd is fired up.
And this is a big crowd here tonight. Obviously, these two towns close together, longtime rivals, and the playoff implications as well. So the stands are full, and the Willamina fans getting a little more comfortable now and a little more vocal.
Yeah, already taking the lead even before the extra point. And it looks like they Willamina called a timeout.
So a timeout. We're going to keep it right here, but what a nice drive there by Willamina, and the touchdown pass, again, pass just a little bit overthrown, but the great catch by Josh Clemens, and that gives Willamina a 1-point advantage. As we mentioned, Sheridan missed the first extra point and then tried for 2 on their second touchdown. Was unsuccessful there, so now a 1-point advantage for Willamina, and the crowd here really getting the ball game for Willamina. They kind of sat on their hands during that first quarter. There's not a whole lot to clap about, but now a nice drive engineered by the quarterback, the senior B.J. Wilson, and now I'm not quite sure why you'd call on timeout on an extra point, but
I haven't seen much from the kicking side of for the Sheridan team. We've seen the few onside kicks and the punt, but maybe the Willamina offense looking to go up by a field goal here, already up 1 point. 2-point conversion puts them up 3. Really only the only logical thinking I could see behind calling a timeout right before an extra point attempt, and they are lining up for the 2 points.
So B.J. Wilson will lead the team up to the line. And looks like
Flynn taking it out.
Two-pointer is successful. So the handoff goes to J.J. Flynn, and he scoots around the right side, and you can hear the Willamina fans, and they are really excited now. Our score with 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Willamina 15, Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. Willamina on top now after the 2-point conversion is successful, and I think that must have been the strategy to get that 2-pointer and be up by 3 now, 15-12. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Willamina, things looking a lot brighter here for this big home crowd.
Yeah, really a tale of 2 quarters here. First quarter, Sheridan came out on offense and really did whatever they wanted. Got 2 onside kicks, both of which led to scores. But we haven't seen much out of this Sheridan offense since. And in this second quarter,
what a kick by B.J. Wilson. Wow.
Yeah, Wilson comes in at yet another position and excels at it. But as I was saying, yeah, Willamina came into this second quarter, and they've really been doing a great job on the ground and in the air, for that matter, putting 2 scores on the board with still 6 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Now for Sheridan, it's time for their offense to respond. They had a lot of success, as you mentioned, in that first quarter, but haven't done a whole lot here in the second quarter with 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go. They'll start on their own 20-yard line after the excellent kickoff by B.J. Wilson.
Yeah, and Sheridan doing a good job of mixing up the play calling as well. Some nice completions by Ingram, but number 33... there only picks up a few yards.
So Bradford back in the ball game had to go out there.
And Bradford has been their go-to running back. Bradford and Ingram sharing the majority of the carries. And he just got back to the line of scrimmage there on that last run, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ingram lines up with 4 receivers.
Ingram keeps it. Looks like he picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, they actually had 5 receivers on that last play, so the objective was to spread out the defense, and they did a nice job. Ingram able to just take it up in the inside and pick up a nice 5 yards, and so it'll make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
Third down and 4 to go. They gave him 6 yards on that play.
Ingram coming out with 3 receivers wide.
Ingram's got lots of space out here. He's got a receiver. And it's complete out to number 21, Henry Von Ewan.
Nice throw on 3rd down.
And Ingram probably could have picked up that first down if he would have kept the ball, but he saw the receiver out there, threw a nice ball. Ingram going down low, cradling the ball, making sure he's got the catch, and it's a first down now for the Sheridan Spartans.
Yeah, nice, actually 20-yard completion.
Ball on the 46-yard line now, and for Sheridan, exactly what they need. They need to move the ball down the field here as Willamina has taken the lead here with 4 minutes, 39 seconds to go.
Number 12 in motion, that's Mitchell.
Bradford and the Willamina defense in the backfield, and he goes nowhere, and Bradford taking a beating out there.
Big number 71, Chad Wagler, with the tackle for Willamina. And so the clock continues to move. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And Bradford had lost a yard there, so it'll be second down and 11.
Ingram back to pass, good protection again. He's got a man out there, it's complete, out to number 17, Alex Ludwig.
And he is close to the first down. He's marked just short. So it's going to be third down and short.
Nicely thrown ball by Brock Ingram.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go, dogs. Get the ball back right here.
And for Sheridan, they've had some success in the air, and I think the Willamina defense is doing a good job of shutting down the running game. So look for Ingram maybe to put it up a little bit more here with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
And he hands it off, and Bradford's taken down to the backfield. May have even lost a yard.
And there are 3 or 4 Willamina Bulldogs right on top of him as soon as he gets the ball. No chance for Bradford, and that'll bring up a fourth down, but I would guess they might go for it here, although we'll wait and see.
Yeah, and you called it. This Willamina defense keying up on the run, doing a great job of shutting them down there. And on fourth down, they will go for it. Ingram back to pass, and there's a penalty flag.
The penalty, I think, is going to go against the Willamina Bulldogs. They had an extra man trying to get off the field.
And if that's the case, it'll be a first down no matter what. Alex Mitchell picked up the first down.
Officials conferring, but it looked from our vantage point like one of the Bulldogs was trying to get off the field before the play started, but Sheridan snapped the football before he could get completely off the field.
So a nice job of capitalizing on that free play. Picked up the first down on the pass completion as it was. And the ref's still conferring here. And he is talking to the Sheridan offensive player, so I think you're right. It is on Willamina.
Really can't be that complicated, can it?
And a costly penalty here on fourth down.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Be a first down.
So first down for Sheridan and a costly penalty for Willamina as a quick snap there by the quarterback, Brock Ingram.
And they get it done in the air. Penalty also helped. But as you said earlier, John, Willamina doing a good job of shutting down the run.
Pass is incomplete as Willamina blitzing the quarterback, and he had to get rid of that ball much earlier than he wanted to.
Number 77, Derek Littlejohn for Willamina there in the backfield, putting the pressure on Ingram.
Good decision, though, by Ingram. Get rid of that football. That would have been a big loss.
Yeah, and the clock is moving here in the second quarter, so yeah, nice job by Ingram getting rid of that ball, not letting that clock continue to move, and losing some costly yards there. Trying to put a drive together to take back this lead before going into halftime. And there is another penalty flag. This time before the snap.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
I don't think we can tell how many penalties there have been for that, but there have been a number of them. And when you have that many and you lose count, you know there's a problem.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, John, surprising to see this many penalties this late in the season. And so Ingram drops back to pass.
Ingram with a completion.
Number 12, Patrick Mitchell.
And Ingram has been impressive throwing the football tonight. He throws a very nice ball, and Mitchell just sat down where the defenders couldn't get to it, and Mitchell put it, or rather Ingram put it right on the money.
Yeah, nice 11-yard throw there. Would have been a first down, except they had that penalty. So it's going to bring up third down and short.
Ingram's got a man out there. It's intercepted.
Number 26.
Cumberland comes up with it as Ingram had to get rid of the football as Willamina had a number of people in the background, and a great interception by Cumberland. And now Willamina will get the ball back, so the defense does its job. Now it's up to the offense as Sheridan was driving. But again, you put enough pressure on the quarterback, he's going to make a mistake, and that's exactly what happened. The rush caused him to throw that interception.
And guess who it was leading the charge on that rush for the Willamina defense? B.J. Wilson. So quarterback B.J. Wilson doing it on both sides of the ball.
And Wilson listed as 6 feet, 160 pounds, but he's everywhere.
Yeah, doing a nice job of getting through that offensive line and putting pressure on Ingram. And so now Wilson will take over on the offensive side of the ball. Minute 46.
Wilson with a keeper, doesn't go too far there.
Nice job of a shoestring tackle. It looked like number 50 out there for Sheridan. That's Brandon Paholio.
I don't think that clock started moving when he took that snap, so
Willamina may get a little bit more time here.
A little extra time, maybe?
Yeah, get into the end zone before half. So Wilson in shotgun.
Wilson with a pitch. It's on the ground.
And a nice job by number 5 falling on the ball.
That's Devin Cavan, and the pitch just was not a good pitch.
It looked like they were trying to set up maybe a triple reverse. I saw several offensive players there going for the trick play, looking to open it up. They've had some big carries on the ground, but that one cost them a big loss, and so it's going to be third down and 25. And so I believe when Willamina came out, they had intentions of trying to drive down the field, but I think they're going to try to waste this clock now. Don't want to give Sheridan the ball back with enough time to do something before they get into half. I'd expect to see maybe a run here.
I hate to laugh, but this is just really kind of embarrassing. The teams really need to talk about that at halftime. Fellas, look what you're doing here.
Yeah, really shooting themselves in the foot. Already a huge third down, and now it's going to be even longer. Somebody on the offensive side jumped, and we'll get the call here.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. Be half the distance to the goal.
And these high school players should be glad they're not in college, because at college and professional level, the referee will announce which player was a guilty party.
And that penalty actually is pretty costly. Unless they can pick up some good yardage here on third down, it's going to be hard to punt deep in their own territory. They're going to be in the shadow of their own goalpost. So the clock now continues to move. I'd expect to see a run. Keep this clock moving. Try to get out from your own end zone. And Wilson will just keep it on the quarterback keeper. And he does a good job of making sure that clock runs out. So that'll be the end of the first half.
Our score after one half, Willamina 15 and Sheridan 12. So Willamina playing an excellent second quarter after Sheridan got up to the 12-point advantage. And we will be back right after this.
Tim France, football coach here at Willamina, and also the high school principal. And I went to in high school I went to Alsea, which is a small town down outside of Corvallis, between Corvallis and the coast, and played high school football. We played 8-man football, so it was a great experience for me. Got to play as a freshman all the way through my senior year, and nice thing was it gave me a good experience. I was really small as a freshman. By the time I was a senior, I was all the way up to 150 pounds, so I doubled in size almost. I was about 90 pounds as a freshman, but senior year, played pretty well. Went on to community college for track for 2 years, went to Lynn Benton. And then in the last 3 years of my college, I went up to Linfield, and that was, to me, one of probably the experience that changed my life the most is being a part of the Linfield football program. I had some great coaches. I was fortunate enough to have Coach Rutschman for 2 years, and how he has his program is something I'd like to try to model mine after. And then my senior year, we had Ed Langsdorff was our head coach, and we made it all the way to the finals, and that was a tremendous life experience for me, and being a part of that was something I'll always remember. Well, one thing I'd say, pretty much everybody who's involved in the Linfield program knows that it's, we have a great winning tradition, and we won most of the games and making the playoffs and all that. That part is great, but it was a lot more than just playing football. It's about being a good person and knowing what it takes to put in the time and effort to be your best. And that's something that you take away from that program, is that you want to hopefully instill that in other people. Is that you want to be at your best at everything that you do, and you can't take plays off. You can't take plays off in life. You gotta work hard, because you never know when that might be the time that something good will happen. The West Valley League this year, and as it has been traditionally, it's been a very competitive league in the state playoffs, and this year is no exception. And I think if this year it might be even more so. We have, throughout this year, we've had every one of our teams have had a nomination. At one point, have had a nomination in the state ballot as far as the being a competitive team in the state and been ranked. And of course, as the season's been going on, it's been filtered down a little bit. But we still have 4 of our schools that are still ranked in the top 10. These last few games are of extreme importance for everybody involved in our league, because it could easily be, between 5 or 6 teams still getting into those top 3 positions.
And the cheerleaders in good spirits, and they should be, Zach. Our halftime score, Willamina 15 and Sheridan 12. And that first quarter belonged to Sheridan after they recovered the 2 onside kicks and took them in for scores. The second quarter really belonged to Willamina, as they came up with 2 scores of their own and an extra point, and also the 2-point conversion to give them that 3-point advantage. But for both teams, I'm sure they talked at halftime about the need to cut down on the penalties, because there have been just way too many penalties in that first half, and they've hurt both teams.
Yeah, they really have, and not only the penalties, but losing the ball on the fumbles, and in general just coughing up the ball. An interception we saw at the end of the second quarter there, and both these teams really doing a mediocre job of maintaining possession of the ball, and both these teams seem to have switched positions. The first quarter going all Sheridan's way, but that second quarter, Willamina really taking control of the game and getting the momentum on their side going into half. And so it'll be interesting to see which of these teams we see come out and take control of this game. Still a tight game. Willamina with a 3-point lead.
And a very important game, as we mentioned, the West Valley League standings could decide the number 2 and number 3 playoff positions. West Valley League will get 3 spots, and it looks like Amity is probably going to get that number 1 spot as they're undefeated and playing Dayton tonight. And we just heard that they were ahead of Dayton there. So really this is very important to these two teams. And even if it weren't for the playoff implications, you've got Sheridan, Willamina, 2 longtime rivals, have played each other many times, and they want some bragging rights here as well as that playoff position.
Yeah.
So Willamina kicks off. B.J. Wilson
again with a booming kick. Number 17 with the return for Sheridan. Brings it out close to the 30-yard line before he was taken down.
Alex Ludwig. And a pretty good return, but very impressive to watch B.J. Wilson's kicking game. And not too often you have a kicker at this level that can boom it down the field, and one of those went in for a touchback in the first half.
Yeah, Wilson, a jack of all trades, really getting it done on many aspects of the game here tonight. The leading tackler for Willamina's defense, also their quarterback, so their leader on offense as well. And so Sheridan will take over ball on their 33-yard line.
And a fumble.
And there's a fight down there for control of the ball. The referee did signal that it was Sheridan's ball, so nice job of, looks like number 17 falling on the ball before anybody on the defense could shoot in there.
And not the way you want to start the third quarter there. We talked about the problems with ball security, and each team has had its share of problems. That'll make it 2nd down and 9. They come up with 1 yard on the fumble, but that's not the way you want to start off the third quarter.
Yeah, not the way you want to pick up positive yardage. And so Ingram lines up in shotgun.
And hands it off to number 33, Bo Bradford.
And actually that was number 17 in the backfield playing quarterback. Maybe a little bit of wildcat, or maybe Sheridan has decided to go with their 2nd string quarterback here, number 17, Alex Ludwig. And we do have him down here as a quarterback. And Ludwig is in there again at quarterback, so it looks like we've had a quarterback change for Sheridan.
And Ludwig keeping the football, not sure why the change, as Brock Ingram had a pretty good first half. But obviously changing quarterbacks is not something you would normally want to do, especially when you're only down by 3 points. And your starting quarterback has really been your main man for the whole season.
And again, the 2 offensive stars for Willamina coming up on that last defensive play. Number 10, B.J. Wilson, and number 26, Kenna Cumberland.
Penalty flag before the play even started.
And so we've seen a set of downs for Sheridan.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So they come out on their first possession, first set of downs, and already we saw a fumble and a penalty.
And Sheridan is going to have to kick it away, 4th down and 16.
Number 42 with the punt there for Sheridan.
And Willamina will have great field position.
Corey Langley with the punt.
And again, we don't know exactly what happened to Brock Ingram, whether he's injured or whether Sheridan just trying to shake things up a little bit here, but obviously it did not work successfully.
And so Willamina will take over ball on the 45-yard line.
And the quarterback for Willamina is B.J. Wilson, and he has had lots of highlights but a number of problems as well, so it has not been a very cleanly played ball game by either team so far. But as you say, Zach, one team needs to take charge here.
And there's Flynn with the sweep to the outside, cuts it up in the middle.
And a nice cutback by J.J. Flynn. Looked like he was going to be stopped there, but made that nice cutback up the middle and picks up a first down. So Willamina really showing that they want this ball game now, and they're going to try to take charge here in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice carry by Flynn on first down. And he picks up a first down, 10 yards. And so Wilson lines up under center. He has one man in motion. That's Flynn.
Wilson is going to keep it. Nice cutback. He's in the open. Wilson heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Willamina.
And Wilson doing a great job of displaying that speed. Got through that original line of defenders, broke it into the open field, and there was nobody that was going to catch him. A 35-yard touchdown run for quarterback B.J. Wilson.
A couple of big running plays, and just like that, Willamina in the end zone. Now the extra point, and who do you think's going to kick it? It's B.J. Wilson. And it's blocked. So that's about the only negative for that drive by the Willamina Bulldogs. Our score with 9 minutes 5 seconds to go. Willamina 21, Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. Just like that, Willamina with a 9-point advantage now. The touchdown run, 35 yards by quarterback B.J. Wilson. The extra point blocked, however, and for Willamina really off to a great start here in this third quarter. First quarter was all Sheridan, second quarter all Willamina, and now Willamina wants to take charge here in the third quarter. And this big crowd really getting into the ball game now.
Yeah, trying to be the 12th man on the field, doing a nice job of getting Willamina pumped up. And an onside kick. And I think that quarterback B.J. Wilson fell on it after 10 yards. A great, well thought out design play. And Willamina getting their revenge.
They'll show them, huh?
Yeah, and Wilson did a good job. He could have fell on that ball at any point in that play. No defender came up, but he waited the 10 yards. And as soon as it crossed that 10-yard line, he fell on it immediately. And a nice job of Willamina's kickoff team doing a little tit for tat there.
Now that is pretty rare when you have the kicker falling on the onside kick.
Yeah, just chase the ball, and as soon as it crossed the 10 yards that it needs to go before a kickoff player can touch it, and Wilson just fell on it.
Wilson tries to spin back the other way. No going this time. Nice job. In on the tackle was Bo Bradford and several other players from Sheridan. And for Sheridan, this is really crunch time in this ball game. They have got to do something to slow down the Willamina Bulldog Express, because Willamina coming out of that locker room, they have just been going full speed ahead.
Yeah, and Wilson, only a 6-foot, 160-pound quarterback there, but he is hard to bring down. Several defenders it took to bring him down on that last play.
Second down, 10 to go. Wilson back to pass. Gets it out. It's complete to number 20, Bruckner.
Nice pickup on that pass completion on second down, and he will pick up the first.
So the Willamina offense clicking now in the third quarter. They got the quick score to give them a 9-point advantage. Now starting another drive after the successful onside kick and recovery by B.J. Wilson. And boy, he's going to have quite a stat sheet after this ball game if this keeps up.
Yeah, 14-yard pass there to his receiver, number 20, Brady Bruckner.
Wilson straight ahead. And again, a nice job there by the defenders for Sheridan. Number 12, Patrick Mitchell, in on the tackle, along with number 40, Kyle Welchel.
So only picked up a few there on first down.
Now
And for Sheridan, this is their final league game of the season. Willamina with one more game, and they have to take on Amity next week. So obviously Willamina needs a victory tonight. Flynn with the carry. And again, the defense from Sheridan right on the spot, and number 40 was out there, Welchel, along with several other tacklers, and they have really responded to the bell here.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a 4-4 defense and bringing their 4 linebackers real close up into the box, really keying off on the run. We've only seen 2 complete passes for Willamina tonight, so Sheridan doing a good job of keying off on this run. And so it'll bring up 3rd down and long. Flynn lost a couple there.
Wilson back to pass. That is over the head of his intended receiver, so that's going to be a 4th down, and we'll see if Willamina decides to go for a pass intended for Andy Zimbrick.
And Zimbrick had a step on, he actually had 2 DBs covering him there, but he had a step on both of them, but Wilson just overshot his man.
And that's a pass that Wilson needs to put a little air under it and let the receiver run under it. But 4th down, and I would guess that Willamina is going to go for it really in their position here on the 38-yard line. Well, I stand corrected.
And yeah, in a previous situation, they did end up going for it, but this time with a lead halfway through the 3rd quarter, looks like they are going to kick it away.
And a high snap and a great job by J.J. Flynn to catch that. That could have been a big boost for Sheridan if the ball had gotten over his head. So Sheridan's defense plays tough here, and Willamina has to turn the ball over on downs.
Number 51 down there on the defense to down the punt. That was Jesus Arenas.
And let's see if we can see who the quarterback is here for Sheridan.
I did see Ingram over there on the sideline standing near the coach. And Ingram is back into the game now.
So not sure what happened, but Ingram back in, and he's going to put it up in the air. Gets it out. And here's a penalty.
Nice job by number 26, Kenneth Cumberland, making that tackle in the open field in the backfield.
The pass was completed to Trey Hale Edmerson, but let's see what the penalty is, and it could be against the offense here.
Yeah, I think there was a receiver out there trying to throw a block.
So the penalty will be against Sheridan.
And nothing going their way this second half. First possession we saw a penalty and a fumble, and now starting out their second possession, again another penalty.
Officials talking with Willamina.
And they've been doing that a lot tonight, really conferring with each other, making sure this play they get the call right. And here we will get it.
Block in the back on the offense. Penalties declined. 2nd down.
So Willamina decides to decline the penalty and take the down instead, as it's still 2nd down and 10 now. There was no gain on that pass play, although it was completed.
Yeah, nice job by Cumberland coming up in the backfield, making an open field tackle on their go-to receiver.
Ingram back to pass again. Got a man out there. It's tipped.
And that was number 20 for the Willamina defense.
Brady Bruckner.
Bruckner doing a good job and reading the quarterback's eyes, stepping in front of that throw. And it was an incomplete pass, which will bring up 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and long, excuse me. 3rd down and 14. It took a little bit to get up on the scoreboard. So he did lose 4 yards on that first pass play. I thought they lost a few yards, didn't come up on the scoreboard. So it'll be 3rd down and 14. Ingram with 4 receivers wide.
Ingram gets the pass away. It is complete.
And a nice job of the defense kept coming up from behind and taking down big number 81 who had the reception for Sheridan.
Trey Hill Edmerson with the reception, but he's going to be short, and Sheridan is going to have to punt this ball away.
Yeah, and nearly every time we've seen a pass play, it's been out to Trey Hale Edmerson. So the go-to receiver for Sheridan just couldn't get enough yards, trying to pick up some extra yards after the catch. But a nice job of Willamina's defense catching him from behind.
Bruckner catches a football, heads backward, but he's got some space over here. And a nice tackle there by number 69, Bryce Haskell.
And that's where they will take over for their second possession of the second half, and they're going to have the ball on the 45-yard line.
And B.J. Wilson gets the play here, and pretty good field position for Willamina. And for Sheridan again, the penalties so costly.
Yeah, you called it, John. Really thought that they would go in and talk about that stuff at halftime. They probably did, but really not helping much coming out in this second half and having a lot of costly penalties, shooting themselves in the foot, and they ended up having to give the ball back. So B.J. Wilson will take over for this Willamina offense, and he's going to throw on first down.
Pass is too tall, intended out there for number 5, Devin Cavan.
Yeah, overshot his receiver, and we've seen that on the last few throws from Wilson.
Just needs to take a little bit off of the football because Cavan at 6'2" has a good size, but the ball too high for him and a little bit too much velocity as well.
Yeah, it looks like Wilson's just a little bit too amped, putting a little bit too much on the ball. And so it'll be second down and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Willamina still with the lead, 21-12 over visiting Sheridan.
And Flynn falls down.
Yeah, and this isn't like the pros where you touch your knee. If none of the defenders touch you, you can get up and keep running. Flynn looked like he thought about it for a second, then realized, oh, my knee touched, I'm down. And so that'll be third down. He lost a yard.
And this field, we did have quite a bit of rain. It doesn't look too bad from up here. Not sure exactly how the footing is out there, but he tried to make that quick cut and had a hole there.
Yeah, did have some room. Nice job by the offensive line. And so Sheridan's defense comes up in a 3-4.
That pass is well overthrown, and Flynn was out there, so the offense for Willamina misfires.
And that time it looked like Wilson out there looking at his receiver. I think maybe there was some miscommunication there. Maybe Flynn was supposed to run another route. Definitely didn't look like an errant throw because that was well over the head of his intended receiver. So some miscommunication on offense, and that'll lead to fourth down, and Willamina will punt. That is J.J. Flynn, the intended receiver back there, who's going to punt. Number 12, Patrick Mitchell, to return, and he may have touched that.
And I don't think he touched it, but they're going to down the football deep in Sheridan's territory as a great kick came out of there very quickly, and the receiver, Patrick Mitchell, let it go over his head, and unfortunately it didn't go into the end zone, so Sheridan is going to have to start. Let's see exactly where that is, but he is right near the goal line.
And a dangerous play by the returner there. Threw up his hands, so lucky that ball didn't graze his fingertips.
The ball marked down on the 3-yard line. And for Sheridan, boy, things going from bad to worse here, although Willamina did not look very good on their last possession as well. So these teams still struggling.
And Ingram comes back in at quarterback on his own 3-yard line. And he will hand it off right up the middle.
Looks like number 12, Patrick Mitchell. And for Sheridan, obviously, ball security even more critical here as they are in the shadow of their own end zone. And they really need to get that first down. If nothing else, if they have to punt it, give their punter a little space to get the ball away.
Yeah, Mitchell giving them a little bit more breathing room, but still difficult. 2nd down and 7 from their own 5. And again, a battle of the two lines. And a penalty flag comes in late. I saw a Willamina defender fly away from the pile. Not sure if maybe somebody came in and did a late hit.
And that could be a personal foul. Of course, that'll only result in half the distance if it goes against Sheridan. But again, penalties have been a problem for both these teams. And at this stage, you really shouldn't be seeing this many penalties.
Yeah, and Willamina's declined the last few penalties. If they decline this one, it will be 3rd down. So an interesting call. Still have to see if the penalty was against the offense. And it looks like it is.
And I would think that Willamina would want to decline this penalty. It's not going to result in much yardage. They would much rather have the down.
Block in the back on the offense. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
Yeah, smart play call there. Sheridan really not being able to create any offensive success so far. So a nice job of taking the play. And so it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Ball on their own 5-yard line. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And Sheridan with very conservative play calling here. They're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, not even close on that carry on 3rd down. Only picked up 2 yards. Wasn't quite sure who carried the ball there. Looked like number 30.
That's Dallas Chrisman, but very conservative play calling.
Yeah, it really was. Down 2 scores. Only 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And some very conservative play calling.
Nice punt, though. Gets a great bounce. And it's down, so a good job by Sheridan to get out of their own end zone.
Yeah, really was, but Willamina is going to have great starting field position here.
And for Willamina, they need to put that last possession behind them and think about how they were successful earlier in the ball game. And for B.J. Wilson, going to need to improve his accuracy if he expects to move the ball through the air.
And I wouldn't be surprised if I saw some runs by Kenna Cumberland doing a nice job on the ground for Willamina. They've actually given the ball to quite a few different selections of running backs, but Kenna have been doing most of the damage. And Willamina came out with some throws on the last drive, and as you said, really didn't work out for them too well, so I'd expect to see some carries.
Wilson is going to keep it.
Taken down by number 21 for the defense.
Henry Von Ewan with a nice tackle.
Wilson picked up 3 yards on the carry. So it'll be 2nd down and 7, ball on the 46-yard line. Wilson lines up with 3 receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield, and a nice reverse handoff to number 20.
That is Brady Bruckner, and they've had a lot of success with that play. It'll move the chains, so Willamina going back to their bread and butter, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, it wasn't a reverse handoff, misdirection handoff, doing a nice job making the defense think they're going right, and they brought it back right in the middle, taking it left. And number 20 did a nice job of picking up the first down.
Inside 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, Willamina with a 9-point advantage and driving again. Wilson with a keeper, tries to bounce it outside. And number 40 in on the tackle again for Sheridan, Kyle Welchel.
Number 22 was also there, Jacob Moore. So Wilson picking up 2 on the quarterback keeper on first down.
Second down, 8 to go, ball on the 35-yard line, or rather 33-yard line. Pitched out. Looks like Cumberland. Or correction, that was Bruckner again.
Nice job by Bruckner using his blocks.
Bruckner listed at 5'9", 130 pounds, a sophomore.
And a nice job of picking up 5 yards. It'll bring up third down and 3.
Wilson tries to go straight ahead. He's upended.
It's going to be close. And it is a first down, so nice job on the quarterback keeper picking up the first down. And so Willamina's offense will line up on this near side of the field. Just 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Not sure if they're going to call a play. An offset lineup.
Now that is a strange formation.
And they are not going to call a play.
So Willamina lets time expire, but they lead our score after 3 quarters. Willamina 21 and Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. "12 minutes to go. Hey, it's Halloween tomorrow, Zach. You got your costume ready for tomorrow night?"
Yeah.
Well, these kids do.
Yeah, they definitely do. There you see the Willamina fans rocking out to the Willamina school band. And why not? Leading a rival going into the fourth quarter. Willamina up on Sheridan 21-12 in a great West Valley 3A matchup.
And again, Willamina coming in 3-1 in league, Sheridan 3-2 in league. And the winner probably going to be the number 2 seed out of the West Valley League.
Yeah, they will also take over sole possession of number 2 in their own league as well. And that looked like number 26 on the carry, Kenna Cumberland. May have picked up a yard. Not much of anything on that first down carry.
And talk about a beautiful night for football. We had so much rain, I was a little apprehensive, but it has been a beautiful night, a good crowd here at Willamina, a good contingent coming from Sheridan as well. And it has been not the prettiest ball game we've seen, but it has been very competitive.
Yeah, a well-played matchup tonight. All Willamina after that first quarter, though. And this is number 5, Cavan.
Cavan for a short gain, and the Sheridan defenders doing a nice job stringing out that play, keeping him to short yardage.
Number 50 on the tackle, Brandon Paholio. Excuse me.
And for Sheridan, things really going their way at the start of the ball game. It's kind of turned around now. And Willamina with a touchdown here could really put some distance between themselves. And they're also, as you suggested, Zach, keeping the ball on the ground, using up much more time.
Yeah, this is a big third down for both these teams. Willamina would love to pick up the first down, keep this clock moving.
And a timeout. Our score with 10 minutes, 28 seconds left in the ball game. Willamina 21 and Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line for Willamina. Obviously a big play. They want to take a timeout and discuss it, as this touchdown, if they can get this ball into the end zone, could be huge here, as already a 9-point advantage. Willamina 21 and Sheridan 12.
Yeah, we got a great shot of both these coaches trying to fire up their team, letting them know the importance of this big 3rd down. And so Willamina will come up. Wilson lines up under center. He has 4 receivers, a man in motion. And a nice job of Flynn staying on his feet.
And J.J. Flynn all the way to the end zone, a 20-yard run. And Willamina with a nice deception there, as Sheridan looking for the quarterback to keep that ball, and coming back with a counter play the other way was J.J. Flynn.
And it was all Flynn after that, the original blocking there. Flynn did a good job of breaking a few tackles, and he took it to the house, extending this lead for Willamina and almost putting this game out of reach. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, as Willamina lines up for the extra point attempt, leading 27-12 over visiting Sheridan. And I'm not sure if somebody on the offensive side of the ball moved there. I saw some defenders jump early, and I believe this is going to be on the defense. I saw the kicking tee come off the field, so I think they're going to go for 2.
2-point conversion coming up, I'm sure.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense. Penalties halfway distance to the goal. Resetting the ball on the left hash mark.
So Willamina is going to try to take advantage of that penalty and go for a 2-point conversion. They would have settled for 1, but the penalty moves them a little bit closer.
And they're lined up with 2 receivers out here. There's only 1 defender. If they snap the ball quick, I don't see how Sheridan's going to defend this. Except Wilson keeps it himself.
And Wilson is into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion is good, with B.J. Wilson taking it in himself. Our score with 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Willamina 29, Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. So Willamina taking charge of the ball game here with a nice touchdown run by J.J. Flynn, and then the 2-point conversion makes it a 3-possession ball game now, 29-12, Willamina on top. And for Sheridan, this is do or die time now. There's still 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go, so they can definitely score. So I would not say the ball game's over, but all the momentum right now belongs to Willamina.
Yeah, it really does. And so Sheridan not only needs to score, but they also need to get an onside kick, which I don't think is going to be much of a problem. Obvious that this Sheridan team practices that onside kick with regularity.
Little squib kick picked up.
And number 21 takes it for Sheridan.
And he is bulldogged to the ground there. And was that B.J. Wilson out there with a tackle? He was in the area.
Yeah, he was. Number 21 is Henry Von Ewan for the Spartans. And you said it right. He was bulldogged out there by the Bulldogs.
So Sheridan will have to start on its own 35-yard line. And this is a team that can score a lot of points. There's no question they have some offensive weapons, but Willamina now, the defense wants to do its part. Ingram tries to run with it. And
nice job by number 77 getting there on the defense. Would have been a sack, but Ingram did a good job of moving forwards, got at least back to the line of scrimmage. Number 77, Derek Littlejohn for this Willamina defense.
And a penalty flag down, as it looked like Sheridan was trying to speed things up here. And we'll see if this is a penalty on the offense.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
And this has got to be frustrating for that Sheridan coach.
And I'm sure the players as well. It's very frustrating when you have the same kind of errors over and over again, and you're trailing now by 17 points.
And so Ingram back in shotgun. Nice protection.
Ingram is going to keep the ball, tries to get rid of it, just throws it towards the sideline there, and his receiver unable to get to the ball. That was Trey Hale Edmerson, but the defense...
Ingram's down. He looks like he's hurt.
And it was a very difficult throw to make, as he had to throw it across his body there.
And he's holding his throwing arm. That's not something you want to see from your quarterback.
So while they tend to Brock Ingram, we'll go ahead and take a break here. You're watching high school football on KWVT. Our score, Willamina 29, Sheridan 12. We'll be back right after this. Sheridan quarterback Brock Ingram being helped off the field now.
Yeah, and it looks like he's still shaken up.
A big loss as he tried to get that completion, being chased by the Willamina defenders and landed awkwardly.
Yeah, not something you want to see. Ingram really shaken up. And so the one shining bright spot for Sheridan is they do have another quarterback who obviously plays a lot of downs. He already came in for Ingram before he was injured here starting out this second half. So we will see number 17 come back into the game. That's Alex Ludwig. And not the best situation to have your second string quarterback coming in. It's a 3rd down and 13. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and your team's down 3 scores. Going to be tough for the Sheridan team to get back in this.
They'll keep it on the ground, and that will go nowhere.
Number 33 on the carry, Bo Bradford.
And Sheridan is going to have to punt it away here now with 9 minutes, 17 seconds to go, and their starting quarterback on the sidelines.
And the last 2 possessions from Sheridan we've seen were rather conservative. Big 3rd down there, and I know that you just brought your second string quarterback in, but down 3 scores with only 9 minutes to go. At some point you have to start making some risky plays. And so they will punt on 4th down deep in their own territory.
Bruckner juggles the football but comes up with it.
And there's a penalty flag in the middle of the field. Bruckner still on his feet.
Bruckner finally knocked out of balance, but we'll have to see what the penalty is, and ordinarily that's going to go against the receiving team.
Yeah, nice return, but it looks like it's going to be negated by a penalty. And something we've seen all night from both these teams. And that's something this Willamina team's definitely going to need to get cleaned up by next week. They head to Amity, at home at Amity, to face the number 1 team in league. Most think the number 1 team in all of 3A. And Amity actually, here's the call. Amity actually in a game right now against Dayton, and the last update we had was Amity up 20-0 over Dayton. So Amity rolling just as Willamina is here, but this penalty will move them back, taking back some of that nice field position that
Block
they got.
on the back, on the receiving team, on the run back, the 10-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
There you got the call. So a nice run back by number 20 for Willamina, Brady Bruckner.
And Bruckner has really been impressive again. He's listed at 5'9", 130 pounds and a sophomore, but doesn't show any fear on those punt returns, and also a nice receiver.
Yeah, this Willamina team has some good players coming up from JV last year.
So Willamina will start 1st and 10 on its own 30-yard line after the penalty on the punt. And I'm getting tired of hearing those whistles.
Yeah, referees really earning their pay tonight.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
So this time
1st and
it
5.
goes against the defense. And for Sheridan, this game really slipping away now. The clock continues to run. Willamina content to keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, this Willamina team treating their home crowd, a big home crowd, to a well-played game. And there's Flynn breaking it out in the middle of the field.
J.J. Flynn with a big run. And that will move the chains ahead and allow Willamina to keep possession of the football. Although they may want to slow down just a little bit here. But, you know, they've had so much success with the big plays tonight that another touchdown would pretty well seal the deal here for the Willamina Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice 18-yard run by Flynn. And I wouldn't expect to see much else from this Willamina offense. Just keep the ball running, moving forwards, picking up positive yardage, which also keeps that clock moving.
Flynn again with a football.
And Flynn is an elusive running back. Hit immediately in the backfield, but he is hard to take down. Picks up maybe a yard.
Flynn listed at 6'1", 185 pounds, a senior.
Nice job of staying on his feet. Could have lost a yard or two there, but ends up creating something positive. Picked up 2 yards.
Wilson back to pass. And it's Bruckner.
And Bruckner picks up the first down.
And what a play by both Wilson and Bruckner. Bruckner doing exactly what the receiver needs to do. His quarterback scrambling in the backfield. Bruckner comes back, makes himself available, and Wilson finds him for the first down.
Yeah, you're right, doing exactly what a wide receiver is instructed to do. And Wilson doing a great job of evading the rush. Had a lot of people chasing him. And was able to get the ball off and pick up a first down. Nice 13-yard pass.
Flynn with the carry. And some good hard running again by J.J. Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn doing a nice job of running between the tackles. And it's got to be demoralizing for your defense to see the other team just decide to run the ball right up the middle, and you can't stop them. Picking up 5 yards on that first down. And right now it's just a battle of wills. Willamina wants to keep running this ball, keep the clock moving. And Sheridan knows that that's what they're intending to do, but they just can't stop him so far. Wilson lines up 1 receiver wide, 2 men in the backfield.
Wilson will keep the football, scooting around the left side.
And I think he's taken down short of that first down. May have got a yard or 2, but that'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
So they only gave him a yard there. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 38-yard line. Clock continues to move. Under 5.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Cavan with the football. And he is not going to get the first down.
Yeah, took it too wide on that play. You got to turn it up the field. 3rd down and 5 yards. Cavan trying to make something happen.
And a good job by the Sheridan defense. But inside 5 minutes to go, and a 17-point advantage for Willamina, and the home crowd looks like they are going to go home happy tonight.
Yeah, gonna have a good Halloween here in Willamina. And
well, so they've got the colors for it.
Yeah, they really do. So 4th down and 4, ball on the 38-yard line, 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go. And Willamina will go for it. They have 3 receivers lined up here, one running back in the backfield near Wilson.
Wilson keeps it himself, cuts inside, and he's got the first down.
Nice carry by quarterback E.J. Wilson. And when you have a big play like that, game's on the line, who else do you want to have carrying the ball but your go-to player on both sides of the ball, B.J. Wilson. And again, he gets it done for this Willamina Bulldogs team.
So 1st down, 10 to go, ball on the 15-yard line. With 4 minutes to go in our ball game, Willamina hoping to come out of here with a victory and stay in that 2nd spot in the playoff race. And a fumble picked up by the quarterback, B.J. Wilson, and I don't think he was ready for that snap. He looked surprised.
Yeah, heads-up play by Wilson, being able to cover the ball and pick up some positive yardage there. Yeah, I think you're right. He wasn't expecting that snap, so dangerous play.
And time really running out for Sheridan as Wilson and the Willamina Bulldogs content to keep the ball moving here, keep taking time off the clock, nearing 3 minutes to go.
And another fumble.
And that was number 56. Orozco playing in the backfield now, and he got the handoff. And
yeah, they had Orozco back there playing fullback for the last few possessions. And I really didn't expect to see him get the ball. Flynn moved in motion out of the backfield, so I thought maybe they were going to try another sweep. But handoff right up the middle to Orozco, not used to getting the ball. And
I don't think he'll get very many more handoffs tonight.
I think you're right. And so 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. That clock continues to move.
And you know, with a number like 56, you're not in the backfield very often.
Yeah, and again, as fullback, but like you said, not getting the ball.
Flynn takes it around the outside, penalty flag.
And a nice job of fighting for that end zone. Picks up the first down, but another penalty flag flies in at the end of the play. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had offsetting penalties here. Now, if that's the case, is it a touchdown?
I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and find out. That is really nice to have the referee able to tell us what's happening on the field.
Yeah, great feature provided this year by KWVT.
During the play, got a holding on the offense, horse collar tackle on the defense, offsetting penalties, replay the down, 3rd down.
And there you have it. So the horse collar tackle offsets the holding call as both sides with infractions, and they'll replay the down, but that clock just keeps running. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Our score, Willamina 29 and Sheridan 12. You're watching high school football on KWVT. And really, Zach, the only question now, will Willamina punch it in again here, or will they be content just to run out that clock? 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 12-yard line.
And Wilson lines up under center.
Wilson back to pass. It's knocked down.
Dangerous throw. That was number 33, the running back for Sheridan. Jumped up in that passing lane, knocked the ball down. That's Bo Bradford. And another great high school football matchup here on KWVT. Make sure you tune into some of our other sporting events, such as Capital City Cage Fights, Saturdays at 10 p.m. on KWVT. Also, check the schedule at kwvtsalem.com. We also have Canadian football as well as a number of other sports, but number 10, BJ Wilson, comes in to attempt the field goal.
The kick is up, but it is no good as it veers off to the left side. So a little practice on his field goal kicking, but it does not result in 3 points. But our score with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go, Willamina 29 and Sheridan 12. And now Sheridan will have one more possession, but their starting quarterback, Brock Ingram, had to leave the game with an injury. And there you see number 17, Alex Ludwig, has taken over for him. And for Sheridan, not sure what we'll see here, whether they will attempt to get the ball downfield or, again, they've been pretty conservative here in this second half.
Yeah, they really have. The last two possessions on third down, they chose to run the ball, third down and long. And at this point, pretty well out of the game. Not too much they can do. So it'll be interesting to see if they go for a few quick strikes. We know that they can get an onside kick. But second string quarterback in there, it makes it even more difficult to get back in a game like this.
The pitch out, and the running back slips. And that has kind of been the story here tonight for Sheridan. After that great first quarter, they had the two onside kicks they recovered. They took advantage of those, but since that point, they really have struggled with penalties and just the inability to move the football.
Yeah, you're right, John. Looks like two different games here. That first quarter was all Sheridan. I've never really seen two onside kicks recovered like that in such quick succession. But since then, Willamina's really got their head back into this game, recovered of that original shell shock, and they took control of this game, and really it hasn't been close since the second half.
Delay a game on the offense.
And with less than a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, Sheridan's
5-yard penalty, still second.
Oh, there we got the call. Sheridan's offense getting another penalty. And I think I know what they're going to work on in practice this week. Sheridan going into a tough matchup against Jefferson next week. They're going to be at home, where Willamina will travel to Amity to play the #1 team in league. Some think the #1 team in 3A in general. And so a short carry there on second down. It'll bring up a third down and long, and that clock continues to move. Just over 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And so Willamina will come away with a victory over their rival Sheridan Spartans. And they will also take over sole possession of the #2 seed. A handoff to the outside, and that'll be the last play of the game.
So Willamina defends the home field, and the crowd here loving it. Our final score, Willamina 29 and Sheridan 12, and the home crowd on their feet here applauding the efforts of the Willamina Bulldogs. Once again, our final score, Willamina 29, Sheridan 12. Be sure to stay with us for our post-game report right after this.